Dobre, dáme vám české, lebo Čechuni po slovensky nevedia, bohužiaľ. To je na vás moc, na vaše mozečky.
Oh my god. That is not happening.
Dad started a fire with us there. Well, it's like you killed somebody, but like they ain't no fun and games no more.
We have to go back and see that. And that's kind of what I remember. He said we have to. It was kind of like excitement.
On April 19th, 2023, heavy rocks are hurled from a passing truck until one smashes into the skull of a 20-year-old woman. But what investigators first assume is a prank gone wrong takes a sinister turn as they uncover the truth behind a cruel act of extreme indifference.
Typical teenage boy stuff, right?
The following is based on official police records. Just after midnight, deputies in Jefferson County, Colorado respond to assist Broomfield police officers on a remote stretch of roadway where a small yellow car has crashed through a fence and come to rest in an open field.
Neviem, či som to čítal, alebo nie. Kudrik 5 mesiacov, Mikvin 7 mesiacov, Koun, ďakujem Marty, ďakujem inžinier, ďakujem za čas, aby chalani.
Inside, 20-year-old Alexa Lee Bartell is found deceased, slumped in the driver's seat. It's clear to deputies that something has smashed through her front windshield and into her skull, leaving behind a gaping 7-inch hole in the glass and brain matter splattered across the back seat. The devastating scene leaves her girlfriend Jenna in a state of shock.
And put it on the phone. The phone cut off. So I thought her phone was dead. But like her phone kept ringing.
Do you mind if I see what time that phone call was?
Can you look at it? I don't want to look at it.
Okay.
According to police records, Jenna and Alexa's call abruptly ended at around 10:40 p.m.
I have her location on Find My Friend.
Okay.
And it went just in the same place. I'm sorry, but I sped really fast down here.
That's okay.
Boulder County deputies also respond to the scene, sharing that they were investigating a related incident that occurred 2 miles away. 2 vehicles had been struck by rocks after passing a truck traveling in the opposite direction. One rock shattered a windshield and injured a man's shoulder, while the other smashed into the radiator of the vehicle that had been traveling behind him.
Press through a full-fledged search for that rock. Because I bet you somewhere in that grove of tree.
Well, I mean, you see the tracks coming off the hill.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, she got hit when she was driving, for sure. She would not come all this way. She died on impact, man.
Yep.
There's no way.
Well, I'm thinking the rock came out the back.
Oh,
somehow.
Sure. That's why I think it's back there.
But with a large area to cover and darkness working against them, it won't be easy to find. Meanwhile, after arriving at the scene, Alexa's mother struggles with the...
Je dneska nejaký event, alebo niečo by sme mohli kúkať? UFCčko, alebo čosi? Či čo je dneska? Restt pranks? Takže dneska ideme skoro spať, či čo? Dokedy budete online, chat? Dokedy tu budeme?
Emotional weight of being kept at a distance.
Úsik je dneska?
We can't right now. I'm very sorry.
Kedy má zápas?
Yeah, and I understand that, and I do appreciate your request. Just we're trying to preserve the scene so that we can get the best representation for it. So I'm sorry we cannot do that. So.
But it's the reason the scene has to be preserved that leaves Alexa's family reeling.
Well, we're looking at this as a homicide investigation, to be honest, because of what happened, and we think somebody else intentionally caused the accident.
Oh my God.
That's the only information I can give right now. So that's why we want this to be very slow. We believe this is more than a car accident.
When a man contacts police to report criminal mischief, deputies identify their 4th victim of the night. They arrive at his home to observe the damage and question him in the hopes of uncovering any potential leads.
Did you know what hit you?
No. No, I pulled over right away, and there was a car behind me, and they came up beside me. I was like, did you see what happened? And there was 2 cars that flew by northbound when this happened. I mean, it hit just right. It shattered both the windows.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely could have been unfortunate had you had passengers for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the glass blew all the way into the second seat, the other side of the car.
Yeah.
Deputies document the damage, photographing the shattered glass shards and what appears to be the point of impact.
Yeah, it was like a shotgun went off in my car. I was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Scared to look at it.
Well, and to shatter both windows, thinking it would have had to be something bigger at least.
The incident draws chilling parallels to a 2017 murder in Michigan, where multiple teens were convicted after a rock thrown from an overpass smashed through a vehicle's windshield, killing a passenger. Given the similarities, the deputy entertains a disturbing possibility.
If it's kids, they don't make good choices, and unfortunately, their choices, they made some extremely poor ones.
I was like, it's not that these kids were being...
To je nápad, hádzať na diaľnicu ty kokot kamene. Čo sú retardovaní?
Doing things like in the same realm as mailbox baseball.
Yeah.
Except they were just throwing in rocks at cars.
And
they don't. They probably have no idea what kind of damage ended up coming.
Absolutely.
But investigators would later learn the truth is far worse and look back on this assumption with sickening clarity.
No boy.
The following morning, deputies find what they describe as a fist-sized rock near the shoulder of the roadway where Alexa's car veered into the field, as well as blood and biological matter in the street. As news of the incident spreads, more victims of the rock-throwing spree begin to emerge, including a young college student named Lux, who shares photographs of the injury she sustained to her neck when a rock came crashing through her windshield.
That's the deepest cut. It was still weeping a little this morning.
Okay.
But other than that, there's no permanent damage. Yeah, that's the rock.
Where did the rock actually, did it come in the front?
It came in the front, and something else must have hit the back, is our theory.
Where's blew out your back window too?
The rock is still in the car. The
right,
rock,
but I mean, your back window was broken out by this whole incident.
I'm not sure if it was the same rock or a separate rock. I'm not.
You started with the windshield, and then
I did.
Okay.
You know, I think the freakiest part of this whole thing was continuing to drive down that dark road with hearing the windshield break apart.
I'm glad that you're okay.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm okay too. It was pretty scary. We reasoned that if that had hit me in the head, I probably would have died.
Well, that's what happened to the other girl.
Just like Alexa's car, the rear windshield of Lux's Acura has been completely shattered.
Do you think that it might have gone through and hit the back and bounced back in?
Possibly, but the indentation on this middle seat here would suggest otherwise.
Yeah. That's odd.
That's what makes me say if that had hit me in the head, I wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
Because a 3-inch indentation like that in my skull, if I hadn't been killed on impact, I would have lost control of the vehicle.
Things take a turn when another victim comes forward, this time with dashcam video. He brings up the footage on his laptop, sharing it with the investigator.
So my wife and I are driving. Here's the pickup. This is at the bottom of the hill on Elkhire. Van Arsdale is right there. Did you hear that? There's an image that's the cleanest
pretty good, yeah.
I'm up with. And dark. The headlights and the chrome makes me think that that's a Ford pickup.
On April 24th, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office posts to Facebook asking the public to contact them with any information that can help them solve the murder of 20-year-old Alexa Bartell. The following day, they receive a tip from a teenager named JB that changes everything.
So Wednesday, this kid named Joe, he used to work here. We hung out for a little bit, and we go to the Walmart in where is it? It's by Westy there. It was Joe, God, what is his name? Mitch, and some other kid named Zach, and they're grabbing like a load of rocks, like I don't know, the rocks they have outside of Walmart there. They're loading them in the truck, and at that point I was like, all right, like take me home. I'm not like involved in whatever y'all are about to do. But I get home, and then come to find out, I'm driving to work the next day, and Indiana's closed. Like, what the is that? And then come to find out, this lady's dead, 20 years old.
Additionally, he claims the truck they were driving that night is dark in color, similar to the one seen in the dashcam footage. Investigators can't help but question why he didn't come forward sooner.
I didn't really think anything of it, because at that time, you guys were looking for a white pickup, so I was like, oh,
maybe in the slightest there's somebody else doing.
Mne sa čas sa mi najviac ľúbia, keď sú už takto vo vyšetrovačke a bavia sa s nimi. A tam sa odhalujú, kamaráde. To je jeba.
With JB's help, the three teenagers are identified as 18-year-old Joseph Koenig, 18-year-old Nicholas Mitch Carroll Chick, and 18-year-old Zachary Kwok. According to police records, Mitch's mother owns a black truck. Its license plate was captured on cameras in the area during the time of the attacks. Under cover of night, deputies launch a coordinated operation, converging on each of the three teens' locations.
I can hear it ring.
Yeah, Sheriff's Office, yes. We're looking for Mitch, Nick.
Yep. Yeah, what can I do for you?
Are you go by Mitch or Nick?
That's me.
We'd like to have a conversation with you.
Can I ask what this is about?
Yeah. Can you explain what might have gone on the past week?
Nothing important.
Okay. Did you go out last Wednesday with your friends?
I mean, we were out for a bit, but
okay.
We were hanging out at my place and I dropped them off.
Okay. Well, who you're hanging out with?
I was with my buddies, Joe and Zach.
18-year-old Mitch agrees to come to the station for a longer conversation in what will prove to be the smoothest encounter with any of the three teens. Deputies follow him inside as he grabs his jacket and shoes, leaving his parents stunned and confused. Once they learn their son is under investigation, they voluntarily hand over the keys to their truck.
Questions?
Well, there's a ton going on in my head right now. Obviously, there's concern, worry.
Absolutely.
I hope to God that this goes nowhere. I think that's a normal reaction.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Mitch is then placed in handcuffs outside and led to a waiting cruiser. With one suspect down and two to go, deputies knock on the door of 18-year-old Joseph Koenig, but his arrest won't come as easily. Deputies quickly learn that to reach Joe, they first have to get through his father.
Hey, Sheriff's Office. Hi, sir. Are you Mark?
Yeah.
Mark, I'm investigator Kim with the Sheriff's Office. Do you mind if we speak with you for just a couple minutes?
Yeah, what's it regarding?
I was hoping to speak with Joseph, actually. Is he home?
Yeah, he's upstairs.
Okay. We do need to talk to him tonight. Can we grab him or...
What's it regarding?
It's regarding an incident that we're investigating.
What's that incident? What happened?
It's an ongoing investigation, and I do need to talk to Joseph about it.
Mark heads inside and returns with Joe moments later.
Sasejkovica, odkiaľ máš sa? Prečo si pred chvíľou nemal? Bo niekto vysvetlí, čo tam deje? Čiže napíše mu niekto v 3 slovách, čo sa tam udeje, prečo? Nech nerozprávam do videa.
I'm investigator Kim with the Sheriff's Office. How's it going?
How's it going?
Good, thanks. Hey, we were hoping you could come chat with us for a little bit. We have some questions for you regarding an incident that we're investigating.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna talk.
Sounds good. Do you have, like, ID on you, a phone, stuff like that, whatever you need?
I can go grab my wallet upstairs.
Okay.
While Joe goes back inside for his wallet, Mark gets clarification on where they plan to take his son. After a long, tense silence, Mark abruptly turns into the house and shuts the door behind him.
I should not have let you go back in.
Nikto mu to nepovie, máš čau. Takže, nejakí traja mladí sú podozriví, že zabili jedno dievča. A boli tam aj 4 ďalší, ktorí utrpeli zranenia, jak sa to dá povedať, lebo hádzali kamene na diaľnici do aut. Čepím to nada?
Probably reached out to the third kid. He's letting his buddies know.
He put his phone in his pocket.
Okay.
He's talking to
Ak nepoznáš ten channel, tak oni prídu vlastne vypovedať na stanicu a niektorí, vieš, hovoria, to nie je nič, také som nespravil, ale potom na nich zatlačia a oni sa priznajú alebo niečo.
Mark returns to the porch with a new plan, but when the deputies reject it, the encounter takes a shocking turn.
I'm thinking it might be better. I mean, you guys tell me, but I'd rather just get a appointment and bring him down tomorrow.
We do need to talk to him tonight. It's imperative.
I don't know, arrest him or something? I mean, how are you going to physically coerce him to go down there?
Well, I do need to talk to him right now. Okay. Well, then at least,
I'm just saying
then
that.
do me a favor, at least have him come out here and talk to me right here. Okay.
No, I don't think so. If you want to talk to him, we can do it tomorrow. Or we can make an appointment.
I do need to talk to him right now. It's imperative. At least let him make that decision for me. Okay. Then I'm gonna have you step out here. We're gonna
To
hold
není
this
moc ako
house.
také, že pozitívne pre nich, ty koko, že to asi nepôjde dneska. On si asi chcú akoby vymysleť, čo im tam povedia, aby bol v pohode.
So go ahead and step out here.
You're gonna do what?
We need to hold the house.
Dad, starting a fight with us here. Sir, my name's Sergeant Payne. Knock it off. Okay, we're done. Outside, put your hands behind your back. We're done. You go to jail for obstruction.
Yeah, I'll make sure that car's good. I can at least get a shirt on.
Nope, too late. You lost.
Joe and his father are each taken away in handcuffs. Any warning text Joe may have sent is already too late for his friend Mitch. As for 18-year-old Zach, it isn't until several hours later that they arrive at his house, hopeful he has not already been tipped off to their operation.
The ring cam up on your right and there and that one. We got that one up there too. Right behind you. Open the door.
Sheriff's office.
Door.
Open the door.
Hey. Stand right here.
What is happening?
Stand right here for me, okay? We'll explain it. We need to speak with him. Okay? We've got an investigation going on where he's involved. We need to speak with him, okay? So
Ale ináč to je halu, že o 2 ráno tam príď, no? To je aká pičovina.
he's going to be coming with us. Do you have a phone inside?
With you?
Do you have a phone inside? Can he grab it for you?
And a shirt for you.
And a shirt for you? Just wait here.
Wait. Coming with you? Why?
Yeah, he's coming with us. He's a subject in an investigation. He's going with us to headquarters to be interviewed.
For what?
We can explain it to you there. We need shoes for him, shirt for him, and we need phone for him, please. So he can contact you and do all that stuff. Stay here.
Dude, let's stand here.
He's going to stay right here with me. Okay? Sir, I understand. He's going to stay right here.
Authorizing this.
What's that?
Do you have paperwork authorizing this?
We have an ongoing investigation. He's coming with us. He's staying right here with us.
I understand you have that, but when you come to someone's house, you usually have.
Not always, no, because this is a fresh pursuit case. Okay, this is one we've been working on for 6 solid days right now, and we haven't stopped. So this is an arrest that we're making on top of that investigation. It's an ongoing investigation. We need to talk to him down at headquarters.
Taký piči z toho. Čo myslíš, že páči trávu tento, alebo nie, podľa toho, jak vypadá? Myslíš, že páči? 100%, že isto páči tento. 18 rokov, pozri sa na neho. On práve dopáčil, ako z 2 ráno, takže asi ho zobudil, lebo ráno škola. Počkaj. Čechuni. V pondelok škola, ešte či už sú prázdniny letné nejaké? Zase ich dolítal. Hello, dear Kick. Which has been guy... Prečo píšeš za neho? Čo ti jebe, tým tam píše, že on si... Ježiš. Čo ti jebe, ty si krysa skurvená. Normálne si ho tu akože natrel. To je krysácka svinia, že?
Go ahead and put your hands out of your pockets for me real quick. You have anything on you I need to know about?
No.
Okay, just keep them down at your side then for me.
Zach's parents collect a shirt, hoodie, and pair of shoes for him to wear. Before deputies take him away, his father delivers a stern command.
Listen to me. I don't know what this is about. You don't say a word to anybody. The only word you know is lawyer. Period.
Sir.
Period.
Sir.
Nothing. Lawyer.
Sir.
Thanks, sir.
Dobre.
What the is this? Why is all of this happening?
We can explain it later. Come on with us. Come down here. Follow them. One of you guys taking him down? Yeah. Okay.
With all 3 teenagers in custody, investigators begin the challenging work of piecing together what happened the night Alexa was murdered.
Joseph?
What's going on?
Is it okay if I call you Joe, or what do you prefer?
Joe's cool.
Joe's cool?
Yeah.
After confirming his identity, investigators read Joe his Miranda rights.
Now, do you understand each of these rights? I explained them to you, right? And having these rights in mind, do you talk to me now? About the throwing rocks at the cars.
I'd prefer to have a lawyer with me.
Okay.
I don't like talking to law enforcement because I don't really know what I'm talking about, but.
Okay, no, I mean, that's absolutely your right.
Joe is left to nap in peace, forcing investigators to turn to Mitch and Zach for answers. After his Miranda rights are read, Mitch agrees to explain what happened that night, but first, they give him the opportunity to ask a question of his own.
I'm just kind of wondering, just kind of how this all connects back to us.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell me kind of what your role is, right? So we start at the beginning of the event and then tell me just like everything that happened.
So, Zach had this idea to go
Čo ti jebe to, ako fakt hneď strelí kámoša, že no jasné, on mal taký nápad, že ideme nahádzať kameň na auto. Počúvaj ma. To je krysa skurvená.
Throw rocks at cars. It's really that simple. So, Joe was driving my truck. I was in the passenger seat, and then Zach was in the back seat. I don't even know how he brought it up or why, but like, I don't know, we just went on with it. We were stupid and bored. Really shouldn't have, but we did, so.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about Zach.
I met him pretty recently. Like, I'd say probably my first interaction with him was like a month ago. We met up via a mutual friend at the Grizzly Rose. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how we met him. And then, I don't know, I'd say like a week ago is probably when we started like really hanging out with him, maybe a bit less.
An investigator sits down with Zach in hopes of learning more about him and corroborating Mitch's account. But the interview quickly gets off on the wrong foot.
So you just turned 18, right?
Yes. Do they always have investigators, or what's your title?
Yes.
Your title's investigator?
It is.
Are you guys always working at 2:36 in the morning?
Only when we have to. We are interviewing concerning a homicide. Before you're asking any questions, you must understand your rights. And you agree to talk to me now and answer questions?
Sure.
Okay.
Homicide?
Mm-hmm.
You think I killed somebody?
I don't know. I don't have the answers yet. I've been piecing this together for a very long time now. And I know you're involved. To what degree you're involved, I don't know. And that's why I'm
involved in what?
Okay.
Vlastne oni možno ani nevedia, že tam niekto zomrel, že? Oni vlastne ani nevedia, že ho zabili asi. Ale tatko mu hovoril, že nepozná žiadne slovo mimo lawyer a nič, dívaj sa. Či myslíš, že to vie? Lebo oni to nevedia. Jak bola nám zahádzali kamene, tak čo, odišli do piče.
So let's start there. Like, you get woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning. What do you think this is about?
I have no idea.
Ako hej, to som postrel, že oni sa keby prišli pozrieť naspäť na to auto. Aspoň im tam hovoril, ale či tam prišli, to je druhá vec.
No idea. Okay.
All I know is there's a bunch of you guys outside my door waking up my dog.
While Zach remains unforthcoming, Mitch continues his story of what happened.
He just started like throwing them at parked cars at first, and then he started throwing them at cars that were oncoming.
And who was throwing the rocks at the parked cars?
It was Zach, yeah.
Okay.
He was, for the most part, the only one doing it.
Okay, for the most part. So who else was doing it?
I'm not gonna lie, I threw one, but I completely missed, so I just didn't feel right about it. It's something that I've never done before. I didn't feel right doing it.
But when Zach is asked what he was doing that same night, he claims he was sick and at home watching television.
Ježiš.
I finished Rick and Morty.
I never made it past the second season, but all right.
Tell me the name of a character. Like one of them. The little guy who looks like a breadstick.
I have no idea. It's the pickle Rick that I always thought was amusing. But
I was trying to bull you. I was trying to, like, see if you're lying to me or not.
I told you at the beginning, I don't want to lie to you. I'm not here to lie to you. And I know you're not here to lie to me
Ja
too.
chcel ale ojebať, to je jaká halus. Chápeš to? To je krysa. Mieli sme extrémne slabý tým, ale Slovensko zasa prohra. Vy ste mali hlavne českého rozhodcu normálne, ktorý sa vydával za Kanaďana. Už ho odtiaľ vyhodili do piče, lebo falšoval pas. Takže to už vieme novinky, prečo ste vyhrali. Klídeček. Český rozhodca, mohli sme mať presilovku a mohli sme vyhrať 4-2, ty kokot. Miesto toho Čechuň, ty kokot, v prúhovanom. To zase zahra do autu.
Right? And I just want to understand what happened. And I know you were there, and I know you can tell me you're there, and I know you weren't sick.
You know I wasn't sick? How do you know that?
I'm not going to answer your questions unless you answer mine. That's all.
I'm trying to help you out here, man.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Meanwhile, Mitch continues, sharing that he was in the passenger seat. Joe was driving and Zach was sitting in the back. It was then, he explains, that Zach took things too far.
While we were going down, I heard Zach roll his window down, and I kind of said,
Po dnešku už se nebavím se žádným Slovákem, jelikož jsou pod naší úroveň.
To him, like, are you really gonna, like, throw it at someone coming towards us, someone moving? And he didn't really say anything to that.
And did he?
Yeah. He threw, like, 4 or 5 while we were on 93. I don't know if he hit a car each time.
Okay. Did he throw 4 or 5 all at one car, or was that?
That was spread out.
Okay. What were you guys doing while he was doing that?
Me and Joe were kind of just like, we weren't really talking, we were just kind of like exchanging glances. It was just kind of like confusion, I guess.
Still locked in a
No, my sme v tom nevinili, na 100% sa buď smiali, alebo hádzali všetci.
Mate with Zach, the investigator seems to lose his patience, finally divulging a clue.
You're gonna have to help me out a little bit, man.
What time did Mitch pick you up?
Mitch, K.
I'm helping you out, you help me out. We're not going to play this game all night. We're not. Either you start answering questions, or you can make that look on your face, and we just move on.
I don't know. I met Mitch, like, a month ago.
Okay. Did you guys talk about, what did you talk about? Did you going anywhere, doing anything, just chilling? Or?
Cars and sex, typical teenage boy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Zach admits he knows very little about Mitch, and the only thing he knows about Joe is his last name.
What else you know about him? I mean, anything would be helpful.
You don't already have him?
I don't have any answers.
No? You didn't get anything from Dumb and Dumber?
What do you call that?
Have you met the two?
Are they just, like, not smart, or they make bad decisions, or?
I think probably both, but I think Joe's actually a little slow.
As Mitch continues, he claims that Zach threw every single rock he collected until there was only one remaining, and Alexa Bartel's small yellow car came into view.
It was at that point that he threw the final rock he had through the windshield, and that was the fatal one. That was.
How did you know that it hit the windshield?
I went back later and I saw that the windshield, there's like pieces of glass all over the road, and I don't know, I just had a gut feeling.
But a gut feeling doesn't quite explain his knowledge of this detail, and it won't be long before he shares the horrifying truth behind it.
How long were you going to let that kind of activity go on in your truck?
I mean, obviously I wanted to stop it, but it's just a difficult situation to face. Because obviously if he's gonna do it to someone's vehicle or throw it at someone oncoming, what's he gonna do to me when I'm sitting 3 feet from him and I'm like, hey, stop that, get out of my truck, walk your ass home.
Okay. So it sounds like you have the words for something to make that stop.
It's difficult, at least for me in the moment. Like I said, I'm hard with confrontation. After the fact, I could tell the goal was to destroy stuff, damage stuff.
What was his reaction when he hit the cars?
Excitement. It was really off-putting. And then when he missed the cars, he was disappointed.
How did you know he was excited or disappointed?
He'd yell out, he'd cheer, when he missed the cars, he'd be like, no, I was so close, you know. It was just strange behavior.
Počkaj, to blázenca tu akože sám. Čo ti jebe? On že chalán, dívajte sa, ako mám cikulu, chcel si tu pochlapiť, že vieš, že má 20-ku v gacoch alebo niečo. A rovno dostal timeout.
I guess it's really odd to see in the moment, like this odd sense of accomplishment, I guess. Kind of in the way that he exclaimed when he hit them.
What did I do to warrant this? What do you think you did? You obviously know this conversation is going somewhere, and obviously those two are involved. Oh yeah. Right? And every time we start getting to this uncomfortable spot, you reach down to pick up that glass, right? Yeah. So I need you to help yourself, help me understand what happened that night. And I know you know. And I know you have more than you're telling me. Help me out. I am. I've been trying to help you. And I need you to help me.
Mitch explains that he and Joe met up later that night after they realized the last rock Zach threw from the moving truck had caused Alexa's car to go off the road.
I met up with him after I got off of work, and we just kind of said that we're just going to cut off all communication with Zach.
Was there any thought about speaking to law enforcement at that point?
The thought ran across my mind, but I felt nervous. I felt like I was going to get roped in or thrown under the bus for what Zach did.
As the investigator seems to reach the end of his patience with Zach, he finally divulges more information. But Zach's response is about to challenge everything they've been told so far.
You want info? Here's info. You've been implicated in throwing the rock that hit Alexa Bartell in the head and killed her.
How?
Give me something that's going to refute that.
That's Bohariček.
Okay? Because I think it's true. I think you guys are all been running around. I've given you the opportunity to tell me a story that fits. And all you're giving me is just...
Bláboli.
Nonsense, right? So here's the story. This is what I know. You're in the car. You're with Mitch. And you're with Joe. You picked up the rocks, and you threw them out the window.
You think I did all of it?
That's what I'm being told. Now, this is your opportunity to tell me otherwise.
Being told by who?
Who do you think? Who would know that information? Come on. Let's be real.
I didn't throw the rocks.
Who did?
The driver.
Okay. When, why, where, and how?
I don't know why, because they're idiots.
Okay.
But I just sit in the back seat and watch them do this, and they laugh about it. I was like,
Dobre, počúvajte, čo si myslíte? Som dvaja kámoši vpredu, on je jediný vzadu. Myslíte vzadu, ktorých, jakoby, on ani moc nepozná mesiac, sám si bude vyhadzovať kamene? Alebo je to vodič vozidla a jeho spolujazdec, čo majú k sebe bližšie? Kto si myslí, že to hádzal? Dali by si to na neho, čo je sám a nepoznajú sa moc? Ja by som skôr povedal, že sú to tí dvaja, vieš? Lebo nespraví jeden človek nesiahne dvoch, ty kokot, Na jeho nápad nudím sa poďme robiť toto. To skôr dvaja, keby chcú byť frajeri pred jedným, neznámym zatiaľ.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't throw one. Not a single stone was thrown by me.
However, the accusation naming Joe as the one who threw the rocks comes as little surprise to investigators. When JB first turned the trio in, he warned them that Joe had a dark past.
He has a history of doing like that. I've actually witnessed him do it a couple of times. Just vandalism, just causing chaos. Like I've asked him before, I'm like, why do you go out and do that? To cause chaos, he says. Well, it's like you killed somebody, but like it ain't no fun and games no more.
But what Zach reveals next makes it seem as though a game is exactly what it was, with unsuspecting drivers reduced to moving targets.
Mitch would use, marine terminology.
Like what?
Like contact right, contact left, fire, stuff like that.
Okay.
How
did Joe respond?
Throw a rock.
He also claims that it wasn't just him who picked up rocks at the Walmart, but all three of them.
God damn it. Rocks in my shoe.
Where did those rocks go?
Where did they go?
Tak on tam je nahrávaný v cele a on tam zajebe do piči, mám kamene v topánke ešte. To je kokot.
Well, until we started driving, I had mine at my feet, and then I started handing them up to Mitch.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to have anything to do with it.
How's handing them up not having anything to do with it?
If they're not by me, not doing anything with them.
Okay.
It's just stupid crime.
Yeah, it is.
But while Zach downplays the severity, many are left to suffer the horrific consequences.
There was glass in my eye, in both eyes. I was able to rinse some of it out with saline, and the remainder came out overnight. Like there was some glass in my eye crusties this morning.
Now that Mitch is committed to his version of events, investigators prepare to push back, armed with evidence he doesn't yet know they have.
Is Joe your best friend?
Yeah, I'd consider him so. Those two are like this.
Okay.
Has there been any other incidents where there's been damage to other people's property,
Hned si stream víc užívám, když 2 zápasy před koncem skupinové fáze máme jasný postup do čtvrtfinále a čobolové se budou ještě potit.
Mailbox baseball, throwing little things at cars, throwing other things, paintball, I don't know, baseballs through windows?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. Would it surprise you if Joe was doing stuff like that?
It probably would, yeah.
Okay.
I like to think I know him pretty well.
Okay. So you said it probably would. Why just probably?
I mean, obviously I'm not with him 24/7, so I don't know what he does when we're not hanging out, but I wouldn't imagine him doing something like that.
Okay.
Though Mitch paints Joe as harmless, a teen who has known him since middle school describes a far darker persona.
If he didn't like you, he made your life horrible. Like he's a huge bully, has no feelings of remorse towards anything that he does that affects other people. He had a history of even throwing rocks when the houses were still getting built. He's always been off, and I kind of noticed really how off it was that he continued doing things while everyone else was maturing and starting to not do as much of these stupid destructive
Ktorí dvaja sa poznajú
things.
dlhšie a boli vpredu. Tento a ten taký urozprávaný kokotko. Ten, ktorého nepoznajú, čo bol sám vzadu, je ten, čo nám furt pije tú vodu. A je taký, že kľudný úplne.
He continued to do that. So he did put on a facade that was very, like a facade that was like super good at concealing who he truly was.
So he could be charming.
Yeah. And that was one of the things that only people who were close to him really could get past and see that, oh, there's something more going on here.
Yeah.
Do you recognize anyone in that image?
Yes, I do.
Who do you recognize?
That's Joe. That's me.
Okay. When was that taken?
A month ago.
Okay.
Roughly.
What are you holding?
That's a statue head that we bought off of some dude.
Okay. What did you do with it?
We dumped it in a dirt lot.
When I blow it up, it doesn't print very well. But do you recognize any vehicles in that picture?
That looks a lot like my Dodge.
Is there anywhere else that you got rid of that statue head?
I didn't really want to throw Joe under the bus like this, but I was driving, he was in the bed of the car, and he threw it out of the truck. It was in, that truck.
Okay. So, a couple of things we've figured out in the last few minutes.
Takže všetkých natrel a vo všetkom je nevinne. Chápeš to? Jak im kuruje tým trom?
Yes. You adamantly told us from the very beginning that neither you nor Joe have ever done anything like this, would never do anything like this. And this was all Zach, because you would never want to damage someone's property. Right?
Yeah.
And yet a month ago, without Zach's involvement, before you even knew Zach, you were throwing things much bigger at cars.
To je halus.
That's correct, yeah.
So why should we believe this is Zach?
You have no reason to.
So why lie to us? Why are we playing this game?
I want to cover for my friend. Obviously, like I said, he's the closest person I have
The lady is dead. Time for covering your friend is well gone. Well gone. The family don't have a daughter.
But Zach's callous description of the moment of Alexa's death does little to show remorse.
It was big. You ever heard of railguns before?
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like something like that, like hitting a railgun hitting concrete at 1,500 miles an hour. And then after we're driving away, and they said some stuff, and never leaves us, and blood brothers now type. I was like, okay.
And what happened next adds another layer of cruelty.
We turned around, and then we saw it, and then we turned around again, and it was on the side of the road. And I remember Zach did take a picture of it while it was down in the ditch, while we were still moving.
Why'd you take a picture of it? Why'd I take a picture of it? Because I thought they would want it. Who? Mr. Joe.
According to Zach, he deleted the memento soon after. Despite seeing the devastation they caused, none of the teens attempted to check on Alexa's well-being or call law
A si
enforcement.
predstavte, že rodičia niekedy hovoria, že akože čo furt sedíte doma pri počítači? Kokot, tak niekto tu jebe kamene do piči do ľudí a zabili niekoho.
For help.
What speed were you doing when you went by that?
Like
the first time, let's say.
The first time, we were probably going closer to 80.
Okay, and the second time?
And then when we circled back, we were doing 60. And then when we circled back again, we were doing 50, so Zach could take a photo.
Okay, so the 80 was when you threw the rock?
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
Mitch is given the chance to amend his account, but he stands firm that Zach threw the rock, which ultimately killed Alexa Bartel. That story will change, however, once he realizes he may be facing life behind bars.
What do you think should happen from here?
I'm not sure. I'm probably going to end up in jail.
So you think you should go to jail?
What I did was just damage property, but we took it a step too far, targeting people who were driving that night. I do feel guilty for it. Even though the rock that I didn't throw was the fatal one, I encouraged throwing rocks throughout the night, so I do feel a hint of guilt for it.
Zach is asked a similar question, but his answer shows little regard for the gravity of the situation.
Or I was thinking through it, and I reckoned I'd get, like, at least a little bit of jail time, which my little can't do. You know? It's just... That's why I didn't come to you guys.
Fair. I can respect that, and that's the truth.
Right. I don't feel like having dudes putting their in my for, eternity.
It seems as though Mitch equally fails to fully grasp the consequences.
So, what does this look like punishment-wise?
Oh, punishment's so far down the road. Like, who knows?
So,
like, by the time this goes to court, it's like a year later. Like, this isn't going to court anytime soon.
I need to run this by you. I'm in the delayed entry program.
Okay.
So I'm training to be a Marine.
Okay.
I ship to boot camp in July. Is this going to at all affect that?
100% it will. You will not be going to boot camp in July.
All right. After this, you're just going to drop me off and, if you contact me, I have to respond within however much time.
Oh, you're going to jail?
I am going to jail tonight.
Yeah.
So, how long, just for the night, or how long will that be?
This question and the answer that soon follows will push Mitch toward a critical decision about his own future. For now, Zach makes one final plea to detectives.
We'll be right back with you, all right?
I want to make it very clear that I did not kill that girl. I did not throw that rock. I don't know what they told you. I don't know what you think happened. I did not throw that rock.
Okay. As we're talking, and we were talking about Alexa, I heard a lot about you being worried about getting blamed, being in trouble, right? I didn't hear a single word about being worried about her. So there is a subset of first-degree murder that says you have an extreme indifference to human life. And that is exactly what you guys demonstrated tonight. So at this point, you are under arrest for first-degree murder. You're going to be booked into jail. And you're going to have an opportunity to get to serve the charges. And this is not a bailable offense. Okay? Do you have any questions for me?
No? That's good.
Yes or no?
Anything.
All right. Do me a favor, stand up.
That down there.
Face the wall.
As for Joe, he's roused from his nap and also placed under arrest.
Because of your involvement in this incident, you are being charged with first-degree murder by showing an extreme indifference to human life. Okay?
Each teen is handcuffed and taken to jail without incident. By morning, Joe's mother, who is overseas in Germany, contacts law enforcement after attempting to reach her husband and son to no avail.
I can tell you is they are okay. Your son was arrested on murder charges, and your husband is in our jail on obstruction charges.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. I understand this is not the best phone call for you to receive. I know you've been trying to get a hold of us. We've had an ongoing case. I don't know if you've been following social media or anything. So it was in reference to the incident with the rocks being thrown through the cars. Your son was involved.
Oh, God.
9 months later, Mitch returns to the interrogation room with his attorney and one of the prosecutors on his case. Under a proffer agreement, he revises parts of his first interview. He now admits that all three teens took part in throwing rocks from the moving truck at passing cars.
It felt wrong going against a person versus just going after a car.
Okay. So you understood that there were consequences of a person being impacted by the rocks?
I understood there were consequences about everything, but...
Míši, zastav to, prosím.
No.
Ďakujem. Všimla som si, že si kúpil nové autičko. Na ovládanie, na elektriku. Škoda, že nerobí vrm, vrm. Škoda tvoja MK.
A person getting hurt isn't something that you can repair.
But he still refuses to change one key part of the story. The prosecutor reads aloud communication they received from his attorneys.
Mr. Karolczyk was not honest in his interview about who threw the rock that killed Alexa. In his interview, he stated it was Mr. Kwok who threw the rock. Mr. Kwok states in his interview that it was Mr. Koenig that threw the rock. Mr. Karolczyk was trying to protect Mr. Koenig for reasons that we will be able to explain. But Mr. Karolczyk has been very clear with us, meaning your attorneys, from the beginning that it was Mr. Koenig who threw the rock that caused the death of Alexa.
I said at the point when I was arrested, there was a hole in my memory. Because when you go through something traumatic, you try to block it out. I had 9 months to think about that day. Nine months. And I can tell you with confidence that I do believe it was Zach.
Mitch explains that once the news came out about Alexa's death, he and Joe met up in person to get their story straight.
Joe was talking about how he had done research on prior cases where rocks had been thrown at moving vehicles. And he was saying it was a 50-50 chance that we were going to get caught and that we shouldn't talk to the cops. And no matter what, we would be fine because we didn't throw the rock that killed Alexa. So on the night that we were arrested, I did want to shift all the blame towards Zach.
Why?
To protect myself and to protect Joe at the time.
Why would you protect Joe?
Because at the time he was my closest friend.
Then what happened?
Well, after the fact, I realized I was stupid. Because no matter what, they don't care what happens to me. So I shouldn't give it what happens to them.
Who is the they in that sentence?
After we all got arrested, Joe and Zach don't care what's going to happen to me. And I shouldn't care what's going to happen to them. I should stop trying to protect them. Stop trying to protect Joe.
But given yet another opportunity to come clean, he fails to follow through.
I can't think about that moment without thinking about what had happened.
Ježiš.
I want to think about what had happened.
None of us do, but yet we're here. You're not the only one that relives that night.
I wish I could remember, but I can't. I'm sorry. I will regret that night for the rest of my life. I'll regret all previous nights that we did that for the rest of my life. God damn it, I can't change that now.
In May of 2024, Mitch and Zach each accepted plea deals, agreeing to testify at Joe's trial in exchange for prosecutors dropping multiple charges, including first-degree murder. At Joe's trial, when asked who threw the rock that killed Alexa Bartel, Mitch confidently stated Joe Koenig. This admission reframes everything he earlier said about Zach, casting the vivid descriptions of his friend in a far darker light.
He'd yell out, he'd cheer, when he missed the cars, he'd be like, no, I was so close. Like this odd sense of accomplishment, I guess. Kind of in the way that he exclaimed when he hit them. It was kind of like excitement.
Nicholas Mitch Karolczyk pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder with extreme indifference, along with a violent crime sentence enhancer for causing death or serious bodily injury. He received a cumulative sentence of 45 years in prison. Zachary Kwok pleaded guilty to first-degree assault with extreme indifference, second-degree assault causing injury with a deadly weapon, and attempted second-degrry assault causing injury with a deadly weapon. He received an aggregate sentence of 32 years in prison.
To bol ten akože, čo tam furt pil s tou vodou, dostal 32 rokov za to, že tam bol vzadu, ty kokot, s nimi. Čo ti jebe?
Jury trial, Joseph Koenig was found guilty of first-degree murder with extreme indifference for the death of 20-year-old Alexa Lee Bartel, 5 counts of attempted first-degree murder with extreme indifference, 1 count of reckless endangerment, 3 counts of third-degree assault for knowing or recklessly causing injury, 6 counts of attempted third-degree assault knowingly or recklessly causing injury, 1 count of attempted second-degree murder, and 2 counts of attempted reckless manslaughter. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 60 years.
Čo ti jebe do živote plus 60 rokov v 18 dostať? Ty kokot. Tomu sa hovorí, že dobré rozhodnutia, že nudím sa pomeházať kamene do aut. Ty píčo. Kto teraz? No tento. To bol vodič. Vodič dostal do živote plus 60 rokov. A tu niekto napálí do zastávky s 5 ľuďmi a dostane čo? Kokot. Koľko aj ten dostal vôbec? Na Slovensku? 25? Ide sa hrať CS-ku dneska? Ako hrali sme, neviem, či možno dáme jednu, dve.
As for Joe's father, we're unable to confirm whether Mark Koenig was formally charged with obstruction or sentenced.
Teraz som prišiel z roboty a nestihol som tvoju rečku Cybertrucku. Takže, dámy a páni, ďakujem za reakciu na YouTube od Svočka a od Relaty Pičus.
Sa to aj nevydrval nejako, lebo bude stream z toho, vieš.
According to a Facebook post, Alexa's mother Kelly continues to celebrate her daughter's life by supporting and raising funds for the causes she loved the most. She writes, "We're choosing to focus on honoring her the way she lived, with kindness, love, and a whole lot of fun." If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon.
Dlho sme to nekladali tieto videá, mali by to sem tam zaradiť. Toto bol dobrý oný. Jak sa to povie? Nie, spis do piči, toto. Daj ešte jedno? Nie, stačilo. Cháň, dáte mi prosím vás link na boxera.